Welcome back viewers. In today's video we will be checking out the Mate Desktop of PCLinuxOS. So let us start. After the installation is complete and you reboot for the first time, you will come across the following dialogues which will set up your time zone. First will be to set up your time zone. So choose the Asia Pacific region. There it is gone. It is gone. It's not available. How it is possible? Yes, the Asia region is there. I will select Kolkata. Next, it will ask you to set up the NTP server. So NTP server for India you have to choose and let the hardware clock set to either local time or the UTC. So we will set it to the UTC. Then click on the next button. Here you will have to configure your root password and the root user password. So first is the root password. So you can specify any good password you will like, and you can specify the authentication method. Either you can configure the LDAP Kerberos file Windows domain root user, that is the admin user, NIS, or the local file. So we will be using the local file. So the administrator configured in the system, that is the local config file, will be used. Now press next. You can set the icon also right now. So if you insert a USB with a profile image, that can be loaded. Now specify the real name and then the login name of the user. Then input a good password. Select next. Now you have to hit on the username and then you can specify the password that you set to get the login, and below you can configure the language. You can do settings for the session, actions, configure. You can enable the remote login via XDMCP protocol. You can restart or shut down the system. So now I will input the password and we will be logged into the Mate Desktop. So it will take some time for the desktop to boot up because this is the first time system is booting. Now first I will change the resolution of the system. So for that you go to the control center, you go to the displays, you select the right resolution for your screen. So we will keep this resolution, close this down. So this is the Mate Desktop. You can see here the panel that is normally available at the top in most of the Linux distros is placed at the bottom, and the bottom panel is altogether absent. So the bottom panel normally contains the minimize maximize button for the windows and the workspaces. So that is absent here. On the desktop you have got the link to the computer, home, and the trash. The panel consists of an application menu on the left, then you have got the places menu, then you have got the system menu, then what is this? This is the Kaja file manager, this is the Mate terminal. You can configure your computer using the system administration center. You have got the Synaptic package manager to administer the packages in your system, uninstall, install, all those kind of things you can do it from here. You have got the Firefox Mozilla. Clipboard is there. This is the simple volume control, and I think this is the internet network manager. You have got this calendar, day, date, time function. So now what we will do is we will start with the applications menu. So first there are assistive technologies. So these are useful for people with that require assistance or differentially abled people. For all those, the assistive technologies are there. So you can configure the keyboard, mouse accessibility, and the preferred applications. You can enable the assistive technologies from your one tick will enable the assistive technologies. You have to reboot your system and then that will start working. Then you need to further configure the assistive technologies as per your needs. Now there is this CPU X. It is a CPU monitoring and benchmark tools that we have checked out earlier. Now let us open the desktop. So here you can see the memory usage is 359 MB. In the last XFC video we have seen the XFC was using 348 MB. So this is almost the same as the XFC desktop. So memory usage is very light, system is very light, and you can see the number of tasks is 6 less than the XFC desktop. So XFC desktop, it was having 81 tasks running in the RAM. Here only 75 tasks are running, and the number of threads is very near. I think there are 115 or some threads, and here it is 117. And there is no usage of the swap memory. Then the Mate terminal is available in what we can say, in two security levels. First is the Mate terminal for the general user and the Mate terminal root. So if you use the Mate terminal root, all the commands will be what we can say, enabled. So there won't be any restrictions on the command execution. So everything will be executed as a root, and if you use the Mate terminal, all the commands will be executed as a general user. And after this stop, now let us check out the Mate system monitor. Let us see what is the memory usage. Here you can see, what I will do is, let us open this side by side, so it will be a good comparison. I will again open the desktop. Let it be open side by side. So here we can see the CPU usage is between 0 to around 11% in the desktop, and here in the system monitor, Mate system monitor, the CPU usage is hovering between 0 to 11.3%. So it is almost same. The CPU usage is properly shown here. Memory, Mate system monitor is showing around 590 to 600 MB, and here it is in desktop it is showing lesser memory usage, that is around 375 377 MB. Swap usage is 0 in both the monitors. Now let us check out the file systems. So the root directory, out of the 27.3 GB, 18.9 GB is free, so 8.4 GB has been used in the installation. So it is not light, not very heavy, but it is on the heavier side for a middleware system. And you can see the system version. So release 2022 64-bit, kernel is 15.18.10, PC loss 1 64-bit, Mate version is 1.26, and these are the processes that are going on. Resources, so this is showing the resource usage. So now I will close both of them. You got a fair idea. It is very light. You can see here there is no lag in the system at all. This is a log file viewer, so you have to first authenticate with the root password. It will show you the system log. First is the authentication log, BTMP log. D message is there, so it will take some time to populate. You can go with the D message. I will just enlarge this. Then this is the drag tools log. So if you open any drag tools, the log will get populated with the statuses and today's date. So this is the log for the 7th November Monday. Then there are some messages. These are some system messages. The PRC system log. Then there is a system log is also there. You can see. Then there is a user log here. And finally the XOR, that is the display server log is there. So it is continuously getting populated as and when we progress with the review. So I will now close this. You have got this plank also, so you can have the plank, that is the dock at the bottom if you want, and you can slide the panel above. So you will have the advantage of both using the panel as well as dock. Then there is this power statistics, that is you can observe the power management of the system. So you can monitor your battery using power statistics. What is tilde? Tilde is some kind of terminal. Key bindings, yes. So this is here you can specify the different shortcut keys and everything. Some defaults are given. If you want to go to tab 1, 2, 3, the different key bindings are given like alter 1, alter 2. Then these are some compatibility settings. So we will go ahead and then we will understand what exactly is tilde. So I will close this now. Okay, so this tilde has made my desktop. It has turned it into a terminal. So it offers the ease of usage. So you can directly type on your desktop. So there is no separate terminal window. Now what I will do is I will close the tilde. Yes, so this is okay. Now let us go ahead. In the archiving section, you got the Ngrampa archive viewer, GR sync is there, and the time shift is there to take a backup and then restore your system if required. In configuration, you have got the PC Linux OS control center. So this is basically we have seen this in the KD desktop itself. So it is same that is given here. What is this? So it is taking little time to start up. So I think the tilde should stop. This terminal should stop. Yes. So the terminal has been stopped. It was a desktop wide terminal. No separate window for the terminal. Okay. So drop all elevated privileges. Yes. Now this control center is same as what we have seen earlier in the KD desktop. So I will be not going into depth of this. We will have some other things to check out. All these things we have seen. Now let us check out the Mate menu editor. So this is different. So here you can specify which items or which applications can be shown in the application menu and which applications are to be hidden. So you can just tick the boxes to show the application in application menu and tick the boxes to not show it in the application menu. That is easy. Now let us open the Mate tweak. So in Matetic, you can specify the desktop icons, whether they will be shown on the desktop or not, which icons will be shown on the desktop. So I will not show the mounted volumes here. Computer is done, then there is no need to show the home also. Because if you just open the computer, it will already show the home directory also. So no need of that. Then in panel, you can specify the number of panels. If you want, you can change the panels. Right now, the PC Linux OS is the default panel. Let us start it. Let us see what happens. So the panel now comes at the bottom. You can save this layout as the layout. You can save the layout, specify the password for the admin. Okay. Now you can change the layout. Let us go for the Fedora layout. Let us see what happens. It will be exciting. Yes. So in Fedora layout, there are two panels. The top panel and the bottom panel is there with the workspace feature and the minimize maximize button. So we can save this as Fedora layout. Then you can change over to Pantheon layout. So this is nice. So here the Mate menu is there. Only the panel is there. There is no system menu, or the places are not there available. There are no indicators. So maybe you will have to add the indicators here. So I will save this as Pantheon layout. So you can further edit the Pantheon layout, because this calendar and day date is absent. So you will require that. So you'll have to configure it further. Okay, now let us check out the OpenSUSE. Okay, let us go with the Ubuntu Mate first. So that will be very interesting. Ubuntu Mate is one of the best Mate implementations. Yes, so here you can see the application places and system menu along with the Mozilla Firefox is there. And the bottom, the workspace switcher and the minimize maximize button with the panel is there. So I will save this as Ubuntu Mate. So now let us open another one. Let us open the OpenSUSE panel or the OpenSUSE layout. So in OpenSUSE layout, there is only one panel at the bottom which contains the workspace feature as well as the minimize maximize desktop and the rest of the things that were there in the top panel. So there everything has come to the bottom panel. So you can save this as OpenSUSE layout. So what happens is, suppose if your layout gets disturbed or the settings are gone, you can restore the panel layout by restoring the this file that is going to be saved. So that's it. Now we can select the default size of the icons also. So let us select the 16 pixel. So it will reduce the size of the icons. It will make them smaller. Now let us go for the PC Linux layout. So that will be the default layout. So this is how the PC Linux layout now looks. Earlier it was quite different. Okay, the custom layout is looking different. We go with the PC Linux OS original layout. So this should fix the issue, I think. No, it is now looking totally different than what it was earlier. So anyway, we will keep this layout, and in the window settings you can specify the performance for the windows. So you can enable disable animations. You can specify whether not to show window content while moving windows, enable window snapping, appearance of the window control placement. You can have it at the left, right with menu, and left with menu. So right now it is right with menu. High DPI settings you can auto detect, or you can have regular DPI, or you can have a high DPI, or you can have a auto detect. You can specify the fonts for the windows. So these are the fonts that are used for the windows right now. So you can do the settings as you wish. You have got the select window manager. So right now Marco is being used, and with adaptive composition you can select Marco with no composition. So that's it. We have completed the Mate tweak. Let us go ahead. Let us check out the wallpapers if they are available. Yes. So the different wallpapers are available. So let us start with the this one. So system does look good with this. We can go with this also. Green wallpaper. This is also looking nice. And this is the Mate wallpaper. Yes, this is also looking very nice. We have this also. Very cool. Then this flower wallpaper. This is also nice. Sunflower wallpapers make it look very bright and cheerful. We go with this. This also looks nice. Floral wallpaper. So different wallpapers are there. You can choose one you like. You can choose the fonts, application font, document font, desktop font, on all those different fonts. And you can choose the themes also. Right now the custom theme is there. You can go with I think the green color theme, green Laguna will be very nice. So that's it. It looks very nice with the wallpaper. You can go with green submarine also. It will be darker, and the green Laguna is a lighter theme, or you can go with the Menta theme. Menta will also look very nice. You can see the Menta theme is now applied. You can go with the custom theme. That's it. Green submarine theme. It looks like this. Then you can go with the traditional green theme. So I think this looks also very nice. Then you can go with the Advaita blue theme. This is also nice looking thing. So you can play around. There are a lot of options available. I will close this. Now let us go over to now. Okay. So we are done with the configuration section. In documentation, you have got the Mate help. In editors, you have got the Pluma, that is the text editor. You have got some file tools like BleachBleed root. Kaja is the file manager. Clear recent. You can clear the recent documents. DD copy. We have seen it is used to make a bootable USB stick. Gparted is there. Mate disk usage analyzer is there. Mate search tool is there. So let us check out the Mate disk usage analyzer. So here you can see total file system usage is just 8.4 GB. So it is tallying with what we have seen in the Mate system monitor. So you can see it as a tree map, or you can see it as a rings chart. That's it. Then further, the Mate search tool is there. Let us open. Let us find out Kaja. So if we go and check it out in file system, let us see. So it will all show all references to Kaja in the system files. So it is working perfectly. Now let us go ahead. In the game section, only the solitaire is there. In graphics, you have got the eye of Mate Beaver, GIMP is there, Mate color selection is there, random background is there. Let us check out the random background. So it is not opening up, or what? So I think it will, yes, it is now there in the, so we can change, yes, so it is changing. So it is working. Now let us try the screenshot. So you can grab the whole desktop, you can grab the area of the desktop. We can grab this. Yes, and you have to save it. Then in internet, you got AnyDesk, remote desktop client, FileZilla is there, Firefox browser, the MegaSync cloud storage, Nitro Share is there, Thunderbird email, and the Zoom video conferencing client. More applications. We have already checked out this, all of this. Now in the Office section, you got the Atril document viewer, Geo character map, LibreOffice suite version 7.3 is there. Mate dictionary is there, and a Mate calculator is there. So let us check out the calculator quickly. So there are basically four modes: basic, advanced, financial, and programming. So it is a heavy calculator with lot of functionality. Then you got this Mate dictionary. So you can look up for any word. For example, if we look up for Kaja, or we can look up for say eagle. Let us try any word we try, it will show you the meaning or what the eagle is. So it is showing up the eagle. Basically it searches the online dictionaries and shows you the meaning of the words. So I typed eagle and it has shown the context for the eagle here. Eagle is also called, it is also a golden coin of the United States of the value. Just maximize it. Value $10. So $10 coin in United States is called a gold Eagle. Eagle is also a northern constellation containing Altair, the star of the first magnitude. So it has brought up the context for Eagle from the different online sources. So I will close this now. Let us go ahead. In the software section, you have got the LibreOffice Manager, Localization Manager, Synaptic Package Manager. We have seen in the last video. VirtualBox Manager, nothing but a virtual machine manager. So it is from Oracle. You can use it. I will not go in details. In the sound section, you have got the Dead Beef, that is a music player, Pithos, Pulse audio volume control, sound is there. Spotify video downloader and the VLC media player is there. So if you want, I will show you just the Dead Beef. So it is a music player. Handbrake is there for changing the format of the files, audio video files. Video downloader, VLC player is there. In administration section, you have already seen all this. You can configure your printer from it. You can configure the GDM login setup. Greeter screen can be configured from here. So I will show you in short. So login window preferences, so you can hide the visual feedback in the password entry, disable multiple logins as a user. Default session is run X client script, so you can modify the script also. You can use a 24-hour clock. So you can use any of these themes. Right now we are using this PCLinuxOS theme, so you can change, or maybe we can go with the Happy Gnome or the theme with circles. Then further, you can configure the menu bar, the welcome message also. You can have a custom welcome message. So I can type here welcome Sammy. Then you can enable or disable the remote login. You can enable the accessible logins. You can configure themes, sounds. Then you can configure security. You can enable, disable automatic login, timed login. You can enable the security, regular login, retry delay, minimal UID, all those things. Permissions for the users, for the home directory, or to write or read from the home directory. You can configure the X server from here. You can configure which users will be allowed to log in. So if your etc password contains 10 say 10 users, you can allow any 4 users, 5, any number of users we can allow. So not all users can get the login screen. So that is how you can do it differently. Now what I will do is, we already done some settings. Now I will press OK. So our changes have been now recorded in the system, and later on we will do the checking. We will do check out the greeter screen. Now this is the about me section. The appearance is there. So this appearance I think is from the, yes, we already checked this out. So this is the Mate appearance preferences. You have got the keyboard settings, the display settings, the PCLinuxOS administration center, the keyboard shortcuts, login photo, you can change it from here. The Mate menu editor, we have seen the Mate tweak, mouse, my USB, my live USB is also we have checked in last 2 videos. The network proxy, you can set your network proxy, plank settings, pop-up notification settings, power management is there. So you can specify the actions for your computer. For the display, when power button is pressed, when suspend button is pressed, the notification area, or everything you can specify it from here. You can configure the pop-up settings, the theme for the pop-up setting, the position for the pop-up settings. You can enable DND for the pop-up notifications. You can use active monitor or any monitor of your choice. So with this, what I will do is, now let us log out, and then we can check out the new greeter screen. So let us do it. We should be greeted by the new settings we have done to the greeter screen. Let us see what happens. So it is taking some time. What to do? We'll just wait for it to happen. Okay, so now we have rebooted. The logout did not work, so we had to reboot the system, and after the reboot the new login screen is visible. So if you type the username, press OK, then it will again ask you for the password, so you have to input your password. Meanwhile, here at the bottom there are some options like select language, select session, remote login via XDMCP, that is some protocol for remote desktop client, configure the login manager, restart or shut down, and here you can specify the multiple languages which language to be used for the present session. So now you have to say just OK, and it should log you into the Mate Desktop. So here you can see in the login screen the resolution is smaller than the resolution we set for the desktop. So the desktop resolution was full screen. Here the partly it is remaining blank. So the resolutions are not properly applied system wide. So this might be some bug or whatever or some configuration that is required by the developers to be done to the system. But this is the basic idea of the review, to check out everything, whether the system is working properly or not. So always there are some minor bugs will be there because the packages keep getting updated, and that introduces some new bugs as well as some older, that is the regression bugs. So now we are properly booted into the system, and you can see the screenshot we have taken, it is placed on the desktop. So with this I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. We will try out something new, some new Linux distro. So we have checked out all the flagship desktops of PCLinuxOS. There are some community desktops also. Maybe we will try it after some time. So we will go ahead and check some new Linux distributions. See you in the next video. Bye.